Hi, everybody. Hey, it's Amanda Stevens with ProvenGrounds.tv, and I'm here with CoolKid. He just knocked out Luffy from final round. How's it feel to double jeopardy him?
I feel good. I was actually like a little mad I lost to John Takawachi, however you pronounce it. I call him John T for short. I was a little mad I had lost to him, but I had to kind of like shake it off because I did it before and lose it. So it'll just be a longer route, but I feel like I can do it again. So I'm feeling pretty good.
So, every now and then I ask people, now that we're in season 3, have they joined the Abigail army yet? You were one of the sort of early kind of adopters of Abigail. You had that really great run at Red Bull Battlegrounds. Do you think that people are picking up Abigail because they saw other people start to win with him, or do you think it's just because, like characters like Balrog, Abigail just has a ton of damage?
I feel like it's both. Like, for Geef players, I feel bad for them that Geef got hit like that. And then the other, side of the coin is that people see all the big damage, the highlights, and they feel like, oh, I can do that. It's just easy as cake. And, and everybody pick up Abigail and then see, even though he got the big damage, it still takes some, time to get good with any character, actually, regardless of how good they are, top tier, it still takes some time to use any of these characters.
So for you, who were you playing? I assume you were playing Street Fighter V before Abigail came out. What attracted you to that character?
So what started with me using grapplers, it started from Mortal Kombat X. That was my first Mortal Kombat, and I used this character named Ferrator, and he had a command grab. And I ain't never really played characters that had command grabs and nothing like that. And it just felt good that people were so scared of a command grab, like, just to kind of play out people's emotions and have them thinking like, oh, he want to do another command grab. Then you keep doing it over and over, and then it just like, it make them question, what to do next, So that attracted me to grappler. So when Street Fighter V came out, I picked up Rashid and Zangief. Like when the beta was out, I was using Rashid and Zangief. Rashid because of the tornadoes, because I played with Cody in Street Fighter 4, so I was like, oh, that's a given. And Geef because I was like, at the time it wasn't really nobody on the roster, so I was just like, Geef looked kind of cool. I'd play with him. So that's who I actually played when the game first came out. Those two.
And then what was it about Abigail? Did you just already see Abigail as like a better Geef, or was it like the cartoonish giant body? Like what made you go, what, I should look into this Abigail?
So Geef got dropped like way after like when Alex came out, and then what happened to Alex, and then I dropped him. And then I saw Abigail, and I'm like, this dude he just looked cool, like big as he is, and just goofy. And then a lot of people just didn't like him because of how he looked, but I was like, he looked cool to me, and the animations, like I still feel like Capcom, that's probably their best character they made so far. Just how he is, and all his moves. Not saying in general, just a big body character.
All right. So we're now in season 3. We're at the very start of a new Pro Tour season. Capcom made a ton of changes for the new season. They got rid of the online events. They changed the way point distribution a bit. They changed the way where the last chance qualifier player gets placed in seeding. What do you think of all of the changes Capcom has made to the Pro Tour?
It sounds like, because I've still been trying to like put it all together, like what's the chances of like, making it to Capcom Cup. It sounds more so like you have to, have a real good team to actually, send you to these events, because it seemed like it'd be pretty hard if you just had like no team, unless you, one of the rare gems like how Strider used to do it before he got picked up. But my plan is, to make Capcom Cup. I'm gonna try to travel to as many places as I can, because I feel like when they buffed Abigail, it was indirectly saying, you gotta make it. You gotta make it.
Yeah, I can see how you could take it that as a sign. So are you trying to hit up are you gonna hit up any international events? Are you staying pretty much local? What's your plan for the Pro Tour this year?
I wanna travel like outside, America, but fortunately these jobs, it kind of stops you from doing that, so I gotta kind of like pick my spots and see like what events I want to go to. Like I won't be going to what's that NCR? I guess they come up in like 2 weeks or so. It's like I wish I can do that, but I can't really do that right now. So what I try to do, I try to like when I go to an event, then I tell my job about months later, so it like spreads out, so they almost forget I even asked to get here. So the plan is I do want to like travel outside of America, and I'm gonna do my best to.
Yeah, you're not one of the guys, even though you're sponsored, you're not one of the full-time FGC players. You still have a real 9 to 5. How does that affect your ability to like practice, or are you still able to get like a very solid practice routine going down?
I try to balance it out. Lately they've been making me work like every single day for some reason, but I don't like it, but I just feel like, you gotta, bills don't stop. So, I just do what I gotta do. Just gotta do what I gotta do to, get to the point where I can like actually do this full time and, walk into my job with the biggest smile on my face because I know I'm about to leave up out of here, but it's what I do is like, I try to make the best of my time practicing when I get home because, by the time my wife getting home, that's when I gotta get off because it's like I don't want to like play too much and then, neglect her. And so what I try to do is like if I got a little bit of time, I try to use that little bit of time the best I can. It's more so about what you do within that time because anybody can like do 8 hours of playing bronze level people and not learn a thing, compared to somebody that probably tested out a lot of stuff in 1 hour. So I just try to make the best of it. Plus I play DBZ, so I feel like I'm balancing it out pretty well.
So are you a secret weeb? Is that what drew you to Dragon Ball FighterZ?
I love Dragon Ball Z. I play, the old ones, Rage and Blast, Budokai, Burst Limit, Budokai Classic. Tenkaichi I kind of dabbed into, and and the latest one is Xenoverse.
What do you think of Xenoverse?
I like it, but everybody love that creative character stuff, but I'm more so about the original characters. Yeah. That's what drew me to it. I don't want to sit here and create no character. Like the funny thing is, when I used to play it, people used to want to they happy about creative characters, but they'd sit there and make that character look like Goku. Like
like
it ain't
the weirdest Goku they can.
Yeah, it's like that's the best you can come up with. But once I used to always say like these DBZ games, they always just cater to the casuals, which nothing is wrong, but like what about us? Like it's been so many years. So when they announced this, the fighters, I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing that.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that Arc System said, you know what? There have been Dragon Ball fighting games, but they've been Dragon Ball games first and fighting games second. And it's very great that Arc Systems didn't go the other direction of like, this is a pure fighting game. It's got, the cinematic finishes. It's, the voice acting's great, both in English and Japanese. It feels like you're watching a Dragon Ball Z episode. I'm really happy that they did something like that. I assume you're also entered in Dragon Ball FighterZ then this weekend. No, you're not. You're just focusing on Street Fighter?
Yeah, I feel like now I'm not ready for DBZ. Like I feel like I'm kind of good at it, but like this is my first like what they say versus game. So okay. I ain't used to all that. Let me throw out my assists in neutral, and extend my block strings with assists. Like I literally play all 3 of my characters by themselves. So, and I'm waiting on my big body Broly. Then that's when I got 2 out of my 3.
You need your Brawler characters.
Yeah, so I got 2 out of the 3 I want to play with. So once Broly come out, then that's when the real games will begin, and that's when I can kind of start piecing together everything. But for now, I'm just going to, focus on Street Fighter.
All right. So then as a fan, how was that 1st to 10 match last night? What did you think of that, the exhibition? Did you get to watch it all?
I got a chance to watch it on YouTube this morning, but it's crazy to me, like when I was watching just like the different styles, like the way I be thinking, like just playing online, like you just got to reflect your life away, vanish and do all that. And I was just watching Goichi, and it was just like this man barely vanished. Like he just had that much confidence to like, block everything. I'm like I can't even do that. Like certain stuff, I just be like, I can't even see, what's going on. But it was definitely a treat to watch.
Yeah, I think it's very early in the FGC year, and I still think that will have a contention for probably one of the hypest matches of the year. Is there anybody you want to thank, CoolKid? Any sponsors you need to shout out? Any fans you want to say anything to?
As always, I want to, first thank God for everything. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be for my, wouldn't met my wife. I wouldn't be doing this. And of course, I want to, thank my wife. I know she'll see this eventually.
Facebook friends she will.
Love her so much, and I know I can. It's like I can feel in spirit when I'm up there playing and she not here. I can feel her. I can feel her yelling, and like I always say, she never stirred me the wrong way with this, Of course, she'll get mad if I lose, and we had that talk, but she always encouraged me, and my family, It took them a while to get around to it, but it always make me feel good that I make them proud too. And of course, my team, BXA, for, supporting me and helping me, minus the little stuff that's been going on, but for the most part, they've been supportive.
All right, everybody. And remember, esports is for everybody.